MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM is excited to bring you 2017 Colorado High School football. Tonight's game features the Aspen Skiers and your Moffat County Bulldogs. Tonight's game is sponsored by Craig Family Dental, Severson Supply and Rental, Memorial Regional Health, Bank of Colorado, Victory Motors, Hatton Enterprises, Miller Family Appliance, 3B Enterprises, Cornerstone Realty, GCR Tires and Service, Precision Auto Service, 360 Insurance Company, Draper Insurance Group, Great Divide Cleaning Service, Chaos Inc., Young Life, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Eppen Associates, Rocky Mountain Automotive, Colorado Northwestern Community College, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Kramer Flooring, McDonald's, Duran and Pierce Contractors, Cook Chevrolet, Ford and Subaru, Country Living Realty, Identity Graphics, Craig Veterinary Hospital, Brass Key Realty, and Mountain Air Spray. You're watching Bulldog football right here on MoffatCountyProud.com. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Sporting behavior is the essence of the game. Remember what high school activities are all about: participation, teamwork, effort, and sacrifice. Let's keep high school activities in the proper perspective. Together, we can show that our sporting behavior matters. We are the Colorado High School Activities Association. I'm here with my partner in crime, Shane Hadley. Shane, first thing I want to say is, man, it is beautiful tonight. How was last week?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you watch the film, as they say, next question.
Hey, it's not a blizzard tonight. We are in Aspen, Colorado, beautiful Aspen, Colorado, and we're glad we're here on this fall night. I guess we're really heading into winter, but no snow tonight. It's going to be a clear night with no wind and beautiful football weather. Keys to the game tonight brought to you by Craig Family Dental, Memorial Regional Health, Severson Supply, and the Bank of Colorado. First thing, Shane, is Bulldogs got to pressure the quarterback.
Yeah, you know, we come out here, it's our last game of the season. You've got to get our senior leaders, our defensive line, our defensive ends, to get in there and pressure this really high-quality quarterback, because Aspen is going to put the ball up down the field, and the best way to prevent positive things for happening in their passing game is to pressure the quarterback.
And along with that comes number two, and that's our defense has to create turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. You've seen the games that we have had success this season. In our 4 wins, we are winning the turnover battle. You generally, about 90% of the time, if you create more turnovers than you give away, you're going to win the game. So if we can do that, we have a better chance than average to win tonight.
And number 3, the Bulldog offense has to produce points.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no way around it. Even if our defense is at their best tonight, which is going to be tough, we're missing some of our best players. They're injured, so hopefully the young players step in. But if our offense is at its best and our defense, we're going to have to put up, I'd say, at least 28 to 35 points to win this game.
Yeah, when we talk about offensive production, we got to look at the last few weeks for the Bulldogs. Only 92 yards rushing against Basalt, Shane, and 51 passing. Not what we need to beat a team like Aspen. And even our homecoming win, a 14-10 win over Coleridge 2 weeks ago. I mean, the Bulldogs managed to win despite gaining only 168 yards total offense. Special teams came up big there and forced 4 turnovers to help us win the game. We'll be right back with kickoff here on MoffatCountyProud.com. Opening kickoff, here we go. Aspen's going to kick it down to about the 20 and skips by Spencer Brown. He's back there for the first time this season as Mickey Klemper's out with an injury. And not how the Bulldogs wanted to start. They're going to take possession on their own 12.
Yeah, tough play there for the seniors. First time ever back there receiving a punt or a kickoff, and that's tough, but at least he had the wherewithal to get back and get on that and try to make something happen.
Back. Bulldogs also missing, looks like a different running back in the field. Jefferson Pyatt getting a start tonight. Good to see that. At fullback, Dominic Passetti at tailback. Play action pass. And passes off the mark, incomplete, brings up second down.
You see that one as your receiver flashes in front of you, you got to put that out in front of them Scranton literally had to turn completely backwards and was just barely able to reach behind himself to get a hand on that ball, or it might be going to a linebacker.
So for the Bulldogs, in the backfield, Dominic Cassetti, Jefferson Pyatt, and Teeter. So there's your backfield. Beaver at quarterback. And, of course, that big Moffat County line working hard. And Bulldogs will try to sweep it to the right with Cassetti, and he's not going to get anything on that. We've saw the past few weeks when you put blockers in front of Cassetti and you let him run north and south, he gets yards. But when you try to sweep him to the side, the Bulldogs have not been very successful when they try to do that.
Yeah, the defensive line for Aspen there absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage there. There was no upward movement, and our Bulldogs, it's always the key to the game. You've got to win the attack, the point of attack, own the line of scrimmage, and that play right there, not a good sign. Hopefully we can get it going with our offensive line.
Yeah, I love to see Dominic run the ball. I love it when they get him going north and south, in between the tackles, guards, talking A-B gap. Back to passes, Beaver. He'll roll to his right. Has a receiver. Oh, but covered well. Had a receiver for a moment. Almost pulled it in. That was Etzler. And incomplete. Bulldogs don't get much out of that first series, and they're forced to punt.
And you can see there, that time when we rolled the quarterback to his power side, being a right-hander and he rolls right, he was able to put some zip on that pass and really put it in a really good spot where only his receiver could get it. And it was just a great play by the defense. But nonetheless, it brings up a punt from deep in our own territory. And this is exactly the way Aspen would draw it up, knowing that they were going to kick off to us to begin with. They're going to get good field position and a nice punt. See if it's going to bounce.
Going to get a beautiful punt. Nice roll. Hits at the 40, but rolls almost all the way well across midfield anyways. So going to be about a 40-yard punt for Pyatt. Great job. First time he's got a punt all year, Shane. So Aspen wastes no time. They come out in a trips. Look, they got trips to the near side, single receiver up top. Pistol formation in the backfield.
Man, oh man, how much fun is it to run this new school, ultra awesome offense?
And they're going to put the fade up wide open. And they had it, Juice. It was off the mark, but he had his man beat. And Etzler being tested right away. Got to get in that back pedal quick and make a good turn.
I guarantee this shows right there that not only did Aspen watch last week's film, which wouldn't have been much help, but they've gone back a few weeks, and they saw what happened in the Steamboat game. And there was trouble with us defending the fades, and that where they went to it immediately. Good job by Etzler.
Same formation, offset pistol, same play. They go right back to it. And incomplete off the mark twice.
If you didn't think I was right about what I said before,
back
definitely.
To back, man.
Yeah,
back
they
to
saw
back.
what happened in that Steamboat game. But it also shows Etzler learned from that. The only way you can truly learn is through experience. Don't tell me something is something. Show me it. Go out and let me experience it. So good defense for 2 plays in a row on the fade by Etzler.
Formation stays the same for Aspen. They'll look over to the sideline, get some signals, and they'll bark out the signals at 3rd and 10. Quarterback scramble and tripped by his own man, it looked like. And it looked like maybe Baker was back there. I would say he would get the credit for the sack.
Yeah, great job, 56 back there. 71 cleans it up.
And not the way Aspen wanted to start either. Their quarterback has done an outstanding job this year, but he's hobbling right now. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, and he goes right back to punt, and you are right. Moffat County's defense did a great job there. They stopped the first 2 fades, and then with the quarterback sack, here's the punt. And the quarterback is really hobbling now. So, as I said a second ago, the script that they wanted to unfold, now it doesn't. Now you've got the quarterback hobbling off the field on this pretty highly rated team in our classification. They're 7-1, and right now number 7 is hobbling off the field for Aspen.
And Shane, it looked like, to me, like I said, I think Baker was closest to the sack, but it looked like he tripped over his own player, got stepped on, rolled his ankle. Either way, he's definitely not walking under full power right now. 10:08 left, Bulldogs with the ball, and now they got some field position to work with out past the 30 as they get this second possession. We'll see what they can dial up here on first down.
Yeah, the net on that punt would only bring you about 17 yards at the most there. So the Bulldogs did a great job turning around, but now they have got to, and they go out with the spread offense here. Here we go.
Bootleg, sprint to the right side, has the receiver, shoots it a little bit low. Intended target was Teeter. Can't hold on to it. Going to bring up a second down.
Hey, so again, we talked about seeing things and learning from them. We talked about last week how awesome it was to see the quarterback for the opposing team when he booted out, he held that ball on his hip so well. Hey, look, Beaver this week, I think he saw that and learned from it. As he booted out, did a great job concealing that ball. Good handiwork and good ball fakes as he had a lot of time to throw it. But now it's second down. We have 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left, and here's the snap.
Cassetti in motion. They'll give it right up the middle. And Marcus Delgado finds a little bit of a seam, and the Bulldogs get their first positive play of this first quarter. Good for 5.
Huge play now coming up early in this game as the Bulldogs have shifted fields. Both teams have played a little bit of offense, and now third down, and as you said, we'll call it a long 4, a short 5, and this is big time here. But nonetheless, we have shifted this field here, and now they think that we might run it or you might pass it. That's what you want. Oh, and there's a handoff.
Bulldogs run that power eye that we were talking about, and I said earlier, Shane, power eye, get Dominic running north-south, and look what happens. We gain 4, and we're close to a first down, and it is a first down. And that's what I like to see. We've done that really well. I don't think we do it enough.
Yeah, great job. And if it works, go back to it. I would stay with it right now. And you might think it sounded funny when I said earlier, hey, they think you might pass, they might think you might run, but that's what you want. You have to put doubt in their mind whether or not you're actually handing it off or going to throw it. And a good job for the Bulldogs so far in doing that.
There's the sweep to Teeter, and he's going to be gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage. Aspen in a tough 5-3 defense, showing 10 guys in the box and 1 safety about 10 yards back.
Yeah, let's go back to our big bulldozer back now. Just keep trying that. Regardless of what happens over these next few plays, the Bulldogs are having success in this first quarter. They have stopped the tide here because, let's be honest, a lot of teams and people coming into this game thought that Aspen might roll over us. And already the Bulldogs have stood up and said, no, we're not going to let that happen, but now they need to get some gains on the ground.
Well, and the Bulldogs, Shane, right now, they've won the battle. Well, they were in that hole to begin with on the 12-yard line, and they fought their way out of it. Big pass coming up, way overthrown. And a flag in the backfield. Usually that's going to be holding on the offense.
Not sure what that symbol is. A different signal than we're used to. You can see it just like us, both hands extended in front and pushed out. So generally, that's like offensive pass interference. So not sure the call, but it's not good.
No, it's not good. It's against the Bulldogs, and it's going to back them up, and it's going to be a long third down coming up for the Bulldogs. Hold on a second. So no loss of down. Going to bring up a long second down. 2nd and 15, we'll call it. Bulldogs go shotgun. Timeout, Moffat County, and they'll talk it over. Bulldogs will line it up. Shotgun. 1 wing. 1 fullback up close. Beaver steps back to pass. 3-step drop. Lets it go to the flat. Hickson is the target. He had it for a moment, and then it was number 17 for the Skiers ripping it out of his hands.
Hey, good pass. Good pass, dude. Drops it right in there. You got to secure that one. As soon as Hickson had it, thought he was pulling it in. It was knocked out of his hands. Great defensive play. And now the nightmare scenario is when they know we have to pass because we've had a lot of trouble pass protecting, and now Beaver's got to be really careful. I wouldn't think it to be the worst thing here. You're not giving up if you run a draw here. Keep playing this field position. Don't risk the turnover, and don't get your quarterback pummeled back there. So let's see what they do. They're back into that squished up double wing.
Both teams not afraid to air it out early tonight. Counter, coming back, has some room, makes a nice cut. Teeter's got some room to run. He's finally caught from behind. Big first down. I like it. That's the old trap T. Coming back, pull the guard, pull the tackle. Good play by the Bulldogs.
Hey, and I didn't exactly psychically call it. I did say, hey, I would run it here. And look, there you go. You get the other team thinking that you have to pass it. It's a 3rd and long, and just even a running play in general. Great job. And, hey, if it works, it was the right play. Huge gain. And now the Bulldogs have something going here in the first quarter. A beautiful Aspen Stadium.
Give right up the middle. Going to be another good run by Teeter as Bulldogs are getting some success running the ball. They're going to call holding on the Bulldogs and bring it back.
Yeah.
Now, Shane, one of the things I think right now, Aspen looking a little shell-shocked. You know, they played Basalt tough. It was a tough game. Both teams put up a bunch of points. And then they see Moffat County just get, really, weren't even in the game. 45-0 running clock. And Aspen's seen that. And Aspen, it looks like right now maybe came in a little overconfident, thinking, hey, these Bulldogs, you know what, they lost to Basalt. We played Basalt tough. We got it going on. And so far, the Bulldogs say, hey, we came to play.
Yeah, the only thing beating our Bulldogs right now is the flags. And here we go. It brings up a long first down. Turn it back over to you, my friend.
And quarterback keep this time. And he's going to get a couple on the play. Going to bring up a second down and 13.
Yes, and again, we have won the battle so far, so to speak. By shifting this field, we've gone over the 50-yard line, and so we're in their territory. Now, just keep doing what you're doing. Take your time. Okay, you've already established something. Let's pound the rock here. And a punt is not the end of the world. You've done a great job here. Just keep playing good, smart football. Take your time here.
Bulldogs back in the double wing. They will split one wide receiver. That's Scranton to the top side. They'll fake, screen, or little slant screen, breaks the tackle. Nice play by Scranton as he's able to evade that first would-be tackler, and he picks up about 8 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Man, oh man, that's one where if you go back to the old days and you had that green grass call, if you looked out there, Scranton's guy was literally 12 yards off of him, and if you can just whip that out there and you don't have to go through that process of rolling in his direction and taking the defense there, he might still be running, but still a good positive play, and now it's 4-down territory, I'm sure, my friend.
Absolutely. 3rd and 7. 2 downs to get 7. Beaver barks out the signals. He's back to pass, rolls to his right. Has plenty of time. He'll tuck it and run. He's got some green grass. Makes a couple guys miss. Finds a seam, and he's down to the 20 with another Bulldog first down.
Hey, so how often had we talked about this year? When I had an opportunity to talk to him, we've said the one thing we haven't seen in your game this year is when you boot, whether it be right or left, if there's nobody there, tuck it and be an athlete. That's the first time this year we've seen that roll right when he's just took it down and ran with it. So Aspen didn't expect that at all. There's no precedent saying that he'll do that. Great play.
Bulldogs will get about 1 on the dive. So one of the things the Bulldogs have struggled with, Shane, is when they get a drive going and they get into the red zone, it's finishing this red zone. Several times at homecoming, a game that we did win, we were down inside the red zone and couldn't convert points, and it almost cost us. Right now is a huge opportunity for the Bulldogs to get some points on the board. They need to score, whether it's 3 or 7.
Well, you've got them on their heels now. You need to punch this in and make them start to have doubt.
Motion Bulldogs. There's that counter. Comes back across. This time, Aspen defense sniffs it out. And we're maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And a 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, we talked about it again. A little bit too much left to right. Let's get some north and south here because you fake that one direction and you bring it to the guy who's going parallel to the line of scrimmage. And that just takes too much time. We've had great success now early in this game running it right at them with our big backs. Let's get back to that. It's okay. You took a shot there, and it was good ball fakes. Beavers so far having a heck of a game. And here we go. We're going to have Scranton lined up one-on-one.
And, you know, Bulldog Shane as an underdog right now, I'd take 2 shots in the end zone. Run something where you're going to get the first down. Take a shot in the end zone. Get yourself a chance to score. Another slant route. Scranton has it.
Play.
Beautiful slant route. Nice throw, and it looks to be another Bulldog first down.
Fantastic play by Scranton. So we talked about this. If you're the guy on the couch at home just enjoying listening to us, let's talk about it. When that receiver's lined up all the way outside, okay, you're the cornerback. There's 2 things that can happen, and they always say none of them are good. He can either get inside position on you, in that case, a good pass, unstoppable, or he can go over the top.
So, Shane, just noticed that the quarterback for Aspen, real stocky, big, good-looking kid, he is their middle linebacker, and he hasn't been in this entire time on defense because of that ankle, but they just put him back in.
Good hard running.
Nice play right there as we gain 5 on first down. Beautiful. Now keep doing it. Pound it right up the gut. Get it in that end zone. Let's go, Bulldogs.
So as you were... Okay, here we go. Huge play. Next 3 plays, in fact.
Motion to Teeter, and bootleg has the guy wide open. Scranton for the touchdown, and the Bulldogs are ahead in the first.
Well, there you go. Son of cameraman with the touchdown. It's a lot of big backs and our receiver as we move the ball downfield, and with injuries, And players, for one reason or another, that are not here tonight, these young men came out and said, look, we're going to do it for ourselves and the name that would be on our nameplate and for our Bulldogs. And they come out and make a statement on that drive. Now let's finish it with a point here. Put it through the uprights.
60-yard drive for the Bulldogs on their second possession. That's how you want to get it going. Jefferson Pyatt in to kick. Haven't seen him kick all year. Usually Axel Mendoza's kicking, but he is not here tonight. Did not make the trip, so extra point is no good. Bulldogs 6, Aspen 0, 3:21 left here in the first. Bulldogs ready to kick off here. And nice kick by Jefferson, going to bounce at the 15, picked up just inside the 10. Aspen has some room on the outside. Able to evade a first tackler and pushed out of bounds near the 40-yard line where Aspen will take their second possession of this game. All right, doubles formation for the Skiers. And option look, quarterback will keep it. And going to get about 3 on the carry.
A great job by our young number 3 right there, Kip, as he did the rules that you should follow when playing defense against the option.
Hicks. Same formation. Back to pass, sets up, quick slant. Incomplete and off the mark. And right now, Aspen 0 for 4 in passing attempts.
Well, I'll tell you what.
0 for 3 and 1 sack.
Yeah, my favorite word here right now. Aspen looks discombobulated. They came out and tried to force something early that they had seen on the film, and now here we go again, third and a for sure passing situation. Here comes our defense.
Backfield that time and knocked down.
Number 50.
That was Hume. Good job. Gets those hands up. Big, tall, lean body of Hume. Gets the hands up, knocks the ball down, and 4th down, and Aspen's going to have to punt for the second time. 2 3-and-outs for that Bulldog defense.
Wow, you know, sometimes you just match up really well with teams, and so far it appears that these two teams just match up really well, and our Bulldogs playing their hearts out right now. Here's the punt, and it's a good one.
Much better punt this time, and the Bulldogs are going to let it bounce. And going to be down around the 22-yard line where the Bulldogs will take over with 2:32 left here in the first quarter. Bulldogs, 1 receiver split. Hit a couple slants on that already. It's been a good route for the Bulldogs so far. Back to pass, they'll throw the fade this time. Underthrown and picked off by Aspen. Just left it a little bit short. And Aspen's still on their feet. Breaking tackles, brings it back to the 30. Lots of flags on the field. And another flag comes in late, Shane, so there's going to be a couple penalties. But the Aspen receiver did a great job. Just took the inside away from the receiver. Ball was underthrown, and he was right there to pick it off.
Here's what we talked about earlier. We set that up by running those 2 or 3 slants, and he had an easy release. Scranton was open deep, and that's the first long ball this season that I have seen our quarterback underthrow. If he puts that out ahead of him, we might be in the end zone down here, but it's greatly underthrown, which then gives them an opportunity, which they make the most of to get the interception. And then there's penalties on Aspen, which is going to help us. There's multiple penalties. It's going to be 2 holds.
A hold and a block in the back on Aspen.
So there you go. So far, even though we had bad luck at the end of that play, it's still, we get some luck back as it's going to move them back the opposite direction. And my goodness, I know you're trying to be aggressive, but you've built up a 6-0 lead. You've run well. Yeah, first down, and I get it, but throwing the fade there, man, oh man, I can't complain because if it's thrown far enough, it's there. He got outside release because the cornerback was trying to stop that inside release because he had been burned on it 3 times. So I understand the play calling. You just got to put that ball out further. You got to make that play.
So it'll be Aspen ball, but it will back them up near midfield. We'll see where the spot is. It's going to be just inside Bulldog territory. Oh, so the ref, so here's what happened, Shane. Yeah. The ref, there was actually 2 penalties, but one of them was against the Bulldogs, but that's not the way they signaled it to begin with. So you got a hold against Aspen, you got a block in the back against Moffat County, and so with all that said and done, Aspen ball, 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, now he re-signals, so don't be thinking that we made a mistake. We called what he did, and no wonder now he signaled both. And so really they go Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Didn't they come back to where they started from?
Like the old game Chutes and Ladders, my friend.
You know, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Up the ladder and down the slide, and we're back on the 34.
Right where we started from again. And now it's our defense's job again to come up huge here off of a turnover.
And, oh, ball's on the ground. Dominic
Bulldogs
Muscatti's
got
going
it.
to jump on it. They run option read, and he gave it to the fullback, and the fullback thought that the quarterback was going to keep it. And what happens is, look what I found, Dominic Muscetti in the backfield, and the Bulldogs take it right back.
So we talk about it. The best part, but also the hardest part about running option is what they call the mesh point, okay? Years ago, I remember we had Bubba Ivers, and he would mesh with Samuelson, Michael Samuelson. What a powerful group they were. And the hardest thing to get fixed was that mesh where you look like you're giving it to him, and you're not, or you do. And there he thought he was, and he wasn't. And it's a turnover for the Bulldogs, and now we've evened up. But one of our keys to the game, turnovers. So far, 1-1. You got to win that turnover battle.
Bulldogs will line up in their double wing, 1st and 10. Ball on the 35. Back to pass. Has a receiver open. That's Scranton. He's got it at the 40. And he's going to be taken down, but forward motion's going to bring him back up just on this side of the 40. Going to be 2nd down and about 4 for the Bulldogs. Call it 5. And Shane, you said it right earlier about Aspen. Discombobulated. I mean, they've ran like 6 plays. They've gained nothing. And, I mean, no complete passes yet. A sack where they tripped in the backfield. A handoff that they dropped, not caused by the Bulldogs. I mean, they are struggling right now on offense.
Heck yeah. Now, for the Bulldogs, brings up a 2nd and 5. Very makeable here.
Goes to Teeter. He's wrapped up immediately. Maybe gets a yard. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Bulldogs.
And right now, one thing that has been established is that Scranton, no matter where he lines up, he can beat the man right now that is on him. So I would just keep going back to that well. Slant, 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 and yeah, go back to that fade again because you know it was there. You just got to put it out further. Put that pass out where only he can catch it or it falls incomplete. So here we go, 3rd and 4 now.
Yeah, and if you're Aspen, you got to be wondering where number 17's at because if he's on me right now, I'm going maybe over under. You're bumping him off the line and you're getting some safety help. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Bulldogs. 53 defense for Aspen, showing blitz. They'll send the house and they'll wrap us up with a 2-yard loss as they sent 2 linebackers, and they knew exactly what the Bulldogs were doing there, and the Bulldogs have to punt.
And you know, right there, Kip, my friend, that's one of those plays where if you have the ability, if you're the quarterback that's allowed to come up and look over that defense, you see, they know what you're running. They're sending a blitzing back right in that spot, or if you're the coach on the sidelines, that's maybe where you burn that timeout because you know they have seen what you're doing and they know right where you're coming at them.
Yeah, we were running left side AB gap, and that's right where that backer was coming. 37 seconds left on the clock with the punt. Jefferson puts it up, wisely punts it away, and gets a great Bulldog roll. And
good job.
Down to the 20. Nice punt.
Hey, just a few days away from Halloween, he goes with the old Coffin Corner.
I'm telling you what, I love it. See, that goes on the highlight reel for our broadcasting. I'll tell you what, another 40-yard punt with no return by Jefferson Pyatt. Great job for that young man. 1st down coming up for the Skiers, and they haven't had much success.
Well, you know, I think the Skiers right now are hoping to ski right into the end of this 1st quarter here. But look, Tripp's right. Here's your call.
Option wrapped up immediately by Hickson, good for 1, and the Bulldogs right there to sniff it out.
And with that, we're going to have 17 seconds left. We'll stay here and see if they get one more snap up before the end of this 1st quarter. And not much of a gain. Like you said, great job by Hickson as we're down to 8 seconds here. And I'll go ahead and thank oh, there's a good pass, the first big play passing-wise. Oh, no.
And he's gone. And that's what we knew could happen with Aspen. All they did was run a hook route. He had one guy to beat, and that's what he did. And he just took it 80 yards to the house. Touchdown.
Yeah,
at the end of the 1st. Not the way you want to end the 1st, but we knew Aspen was capable of having plays like that.
Yeah, he turned Spencer Brown completely around there, but no help on the backside once Spencer got burned. And speed, oh my goodness, was there speed. I was counting down to the end of the 1st quarter. I mean, I was guilty as anything there, and it takes one play to turn a game around, and now they're going to go for 2. You want to try to hold them here, obviously, keep this game tied up. And there's the run up the middle. And is he going to get in easily?
And he is in. Option keep to the quarterback. Just like that, Aspen's up 8-6 after Moffat County led for most of the first. With no time on the clock, they fall behind 8-6. Shane, let's say thanks to our sponsors.
Heck yeah, let's give thank you to all the wonderful sponsors who make it possible for us to be here bringing you these games. And here we go. We'd like to thank Craig Family Dental, Severson Supply and Rental, Memorial Regional Health, Bank of Colorado, Victory Motors, Patton Enterprises 24/7, Miller Family Appliance, their sales and service, 3B Enterprises, 3BE, their sand, gravel, and rock products, Cornerstone Realty, GCR Tires and Service, Precision Auto Service Incorporated, 360 Insurance Company, Justin Couchette Company, Draper Insurance Group, Great Divide Cleaning Service, Chaos Inc., Young Life, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Machines That Move Mountains, Epp and Associates, Rocky Mountain Automotive Incorporated, Colorado Northwestern Community College. Go back one more time again to Miller Family Appliance Sales and Service, Mountain West Insurance Financial Services, Kramer Flooring, McDonald's, I'm loving it, Duran and Pierce Contractors, Cook Chevy Ford and Subaru, Country Living Realty LLC, Identity Graphics, Craig Veterinary Hospital, Brass Key Realty Limited, and Mountain Air Spray Company. Please frequent these local businesses and tell them thank you for making it possible for us to be here bringing you all of these Bulldogs on-demand sporting events.
Squib kick, and it's going to work its way all the way to the end zone. Bulldogs wisely let that one go, and they'll take possession on the 20. Bulldogs up in the double wing. Nobody out wide, everybody in tight. Two tight end set. Hickson in motion. It goes to Hickson on the sweep. Flag, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Etzler wide for the Bulldogs up top. Single covered out there. Bulldogs in a hole. Repeat first down. 1st and 15. Beaver back to pass. Has a receiver over the middle. Tips off his hands. Kicked off by the Skiers. He's looking to take it all the way to the house. And he will be wrapped up. But he's inside the Bulldog 10. And just bad luck for the Bulldogs as it was just off the fingertips of the receiver. And there was a safety just sitting back there saying thank you.
Yeah, turnovers are killer. And right now the Bulldogs, all that momentum they had shifted in their direction has now gone the way of the Skiers. And the Bulldogs are going to have to get their defense back together again as Aspen immediately comes out in that spread offense, trips right.
Back to pass, Aspen. Throws it to the corner, wide open. Touchdown Sailors on the out route from the inside of the trips. And when you're trying to single cover and you got no help over there, that's tough.
Wow, and well, I think early on you saw their quarterback got dinged up and he was hobbled. Now he's not, and he is, wow. That was a heck of a pass and a pro set offense right there, and he hit it to the corner perfectly, and we are reeling.
Back in trips, and they'll motion to quad. Fakes it, runs back, quarterback counter, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Runs right through Passetti.
Well, he
just easy to do because Passetti's a big boy, but he did there. You can't arm tackle. You got to get in there with your shoulder. Touchdown, Aspen.
Yeah.
2-point conversion, Aspen.
Yeah.
16-6.
Looks as though the play call for Aspen just needed to warm himself up a little bit because now he is play calling like a star. And I'll tell you what, I am worried now when it comes back to our defense because Aspen now is showing that they can almost do anything they want. We've got to score offensively on this drive or it might be done.
And big kickoff this time, high and down and fielded inside the 10 by Cale Scranton. He's across the 20 to the 25, makes the guy miss, cuts it back. He's going to get it out with a nice return just outside the 30.
Hey, look at him.
Take over.
Carrying people. He says, I have showed up to play my guts out tonight, and I'm going to play hard as he carries players forward. And in the span, and this is whether you're on the bad side or the good side, this is what I love about football, my friend, is that the game can shift and change so quickly, literally on the clock. You say 41 seconds ago clockwise, we were ahead in this game, and now just like that, 8 points and 8 points in a 30-second span, and it's 16-6, and we're reeling.
Sweep to Teeter. Makes a guy miss, but just too many skiers there. Going to get a short game. And Shane, you're right. In 45 seconds, not only did we lost the lead, we are a two-possession game now. That quick, 45 seconds from being in the lead to now down by 2 possessions.
Yeah, I mean, a big deal, and I'm not sure the situation, but not having the kicker that has just been money for us this year, and he traveled a couple times with us and made almost all of his extra points, even almost made a really long field goal, and you shift to somebody else tonight, and they're giving their all, but, man, big play.
2nd and 9 coming up for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs will keep everybody in tight. Bootleg, back to pass, has lots of time. He's going to tuck it and run. Good decision as he gets a nice gain.
Look at that effort.
Hard. Yeah, Kobe Beaver makes a wise decision as the receivers were covered downfield. He had room to run, and he picks up a nice gain and a manageable 3rd down.
Hey,
Yeah, one of the things that we've seen a lot tonight already, Beaver bootlegging, and it looks great. Would have liked to see more of that earlier in the season, especially when he boots to his throwing side, his strong side. So much easier to throw, and so much, it's just nice as a quarterback when you can go that way. You're more accurate, you don't have to throw against your body, and you just see the field better. Nice play there.
Yeah, good hard run up the middle for a 1st down. And again, now when you do that occasional naked boot against your throwing style, it's a surprise. Now it'll throw them off. Good run up the middle. Look at the blockers.
Hey, and
Big
what
hole.
is it? Right up A gap. You bring it right up the middle, and Facchetti gets a good gain on 1st down.
Here we go. Do it again. Do it again if it's working. Make them stop it. Here we go. And yes, they followed our advice.
Hey, that's what we're talking about. They do it again, and it's good for 12, but holding on the Bulldogs is going to bring it.
Ow.
That's a killer, Shane. But here's what I'll tell you what. I like the play call. He came right back to it because it worked. That's what you do until they stop it. And right now, Aspen not consistently stopping it.
Yeah, and gosh, tonight you take away the flags in this game. My goodness, it's a very different affair. And even now, though, fine, you're going to go backwards. Keep running that. I think that's the first time this year when we've been begging for it that we've seen that same play there run back to back, and it always seems to make positive yards. If you do it again here, great. They might stop it, but then they're going to put linebackers. They're going to move up their safety into the center of the field. It's going to open up the outside for your star receiver out there, Scran. So huge penalty there. It just is a drive killer.
Instead of Moffat County 1st and 10 on the Skier 40, it's Moffat County 2nd and 16 on the Moffat County 37.
And look at what their defense for Aspen does when we're in this bunched up old school offense. They're all 11 men basically in the box.
Bootleg, Beaver, he's got room, he's got a receiver. Scranton's got it.
Wow.
As he gets to the edge, 1st down, Bulldogs.
And we've established it, we said it earlier, tonight, Scranton and the rest of our Bulldogs have come out to play, and Scranton is beating his defender left and right. He can make the play every time. Until they double up on him, keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, and Bulldogs came back with that same bootleg again to the quarterback's strong side, and look, it works to perfection. Good job, good call, good execution by the Bulldogs.
Wow, just a very light tackle of the feet. If we don't have that ankle tackle right there, that run's going to go for more. But it's still a small gain, and you got to make them think that you will continue to run it up the middle. And again, our quarterback Beaver having the best game of the season already tonight, even though he's got some interceptions. One wasn't his fault, and the way all of a sudden now he's holding that ball on his hip, just like we saw last week with the incredible quarterback. Now he's doing it. Hey, and when you copy a great player, that is the best form of a compliment.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Teeter in motion. This time it's a sprint pass to that side. Looks for Hickson, overshoots the target. Incomplete, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, rolling to his strong side again, and it was almost like that time he hasn't had as much time to pass this year, and last week, man, it was tough sledding. He had a lot of time. A great job by our offensive line pass protecting. He just let that one go a little too soon. He might even have the ability to pull that one down and run it again. But I'm telling you, the play action this week, early in the game when it still has meaning and you're able to run. Oh, look down here jumping ahead. You've got Scranton One-on-one again. Give him a shot. Throw it up.
They'll run the trap right up the middle. Has a seam. First down. Down, and out. Trap right up the middle as they spread the defense.
Delgado.
Draw by the offensive line. Shipman and Baker and Braden's in there. And Beckett we got in there. And Hume we got in there. Doing a heck of a job in the trenches tonight. That offensive line playing great so far.
Yeah, Delgado wasn't touched for the first 8 yards, and then he finished with attitude. Here we go again. One man to the left. That's Scranton.
Back to pass, looks at the slant, goes to the running back instead, and honestly, probably a good thing that he missed it because that would have been a loss of about 5 if he would have caught it.
Yeah, that one now, a little bit too much touch on that. And you had Scranton, he was doing the inside route again, and I think he was open, but fine. As you said, good. Now take your time here. You've got things going back in your favor again. It's 2nd and 10, and you know what's working now. You've got a good inside run game going, and your slants are there with Scranton.
Definite 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs bring everybody back in once again. There's that counter, comes back across. Teeter breaks a tackle in the backfield, and because of that, he's able to pick up 8.
Yeah, great effort. He was hit immediately as soon as he got the handoff, but great individual effort there as he breaks a tackle. And now he brings up 3rd and a long 2. And now you just got to think in your mind, we just need to get 2 yards in 2 plays. You've got 4-down territory. Huge drive now. Continue. Get these red zone points. You're almost there.
Power I. It's going right to Dominic. Boom, behind 2 blockers. That's what I like to see. They get 1, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I like that call there because they've been so successful with that. And it's close to a first down.
And Bassetti now.
He might have it. They might have to measure it. Let's see. Nope,
Really,
they're
really
signaling
close.
4th down, but it is close.
The only thing I didn't like about that was our big bowling ball full of razor blades. That time he did a little bit of a shake at the line. That's where you got to know the game situation. Put your helmet down and burrow for that first down there. There's no dancing on this play now. Do the same thing.
Right now for the Bulldogs, they need to convert on this first down. 4th and 1, less than 1.
Who wants it more now? Play of the night, play of the game.
Quarterback sneak. They get a great push, and Beaver falls easily ahead near the 20-yard line, and it's a first down for your Bulldogs.
Great job by 3 yards. So here we go.
That was a great push, Shane, on that last play by our interior linemen. Those front 3 center guard doing a heck of a job. Bulldogs will come right back up the middle, this time to Delgado Marcus, and he's going to get 1 on the play.
Now, every time that you get one of these 1 or 2 yard gains, some people say, oh, that's pointless, that's worthless. No, it's not, because now you're setting up that boot game. Now you're setting up the naked bootleg, or when he rolls right and decides to keep it and run. So now the play action passes have meaning. They have to respect it. The linebackers are going to do their check step, and they're going to say, oh, I have to make sure he didn't hand it off. So here now, I go with that roll to the right, even if it's the short side of the field, at least go to the left here. Fake that handoff, carry that ball on your hip. Have your receiver now scraping along the 10-yard line. A lot of opportunities now and a lot of choices for us to make that are all successful.
Motion, Teeter, bootleg, has it. Oh, had the receiver wide open. And Shane, you called it, man. You're the money man. Because you said you keep booting to that strong side. What does it do? It opens up the weak side, and that's exactly what was there. Beaver probably could have even ran it, but I understand the pass because the receiver was wide open.
Yes.
But always difficult when you're throwing, and you have to really turn that shoulder and point. Good quarterback technique. You got to turn that shoulder and point to your target. Couldn't quite get the shoulders around and overshoots the receiver.
Yeah, and I hate the word panic, but our quarterback almost panicked a little bit there. He had a lot of time. He could have kept rolling, and that receiver would have been even more open. 3rd and long now. See what the Bulldogs have up their sleeve.
They'll come back with the counter. And they had a hole there. It closed quickly, though. Gain of about 3. Going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Oh, my. The biggest play, obviously, of the game, which we've had a few already. 16-6. Bulldogs are behind with 5 minutes left in the first half. Quick-moving game now with all these successful runs and passes. So here we go. You're the coach, my friend, here with what's gone so far in this game, what we've had success. This is a tough one. We're going to call it 4th and a long 6. What's the play call?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Bulldogs are going to boot it one way or the other. He's going to sprint, boot right or left, and they're going to put it in the air.
Man, I hope he keeps it if he's got a chance and runs for it. He's had great success with that. There it is. You called it. The fake.
Comes
pass.
back, has the receiver wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Wow, it's Scranton Mania here in Aspen. Has 2 for 2 for touchdowns. And Scranton is burning this young cornerback all over the field. And now it's a 16-12 game. Huge 4th down. Great pass. Great catch. And we have ourselves a ball game.
Number 6 points for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs line up for the 2-point conversion. 4:27 on the clock. Down by 4. Quick fake. Looks to the fullback and just gets hit in the backfield. And nothing there as all receivers covered well by the Skiers. 16-12, 4:27 on the clock. Bulldogs ready to kick off. Jefferson Pyatt ready to kick off. And onside for the Bulldogs. Oh, and it's loose.
Oh, they got
it. Bulldog ball, Bulldog ball.
How about that? You pull out all the stops.
No, they point to Aspen.
Our guy totally had it.
The ref points to Aspen. And now he points to Moffat County.
Wow, talking about
He pointed
issues.
the wrong way. I'm like, I don't know.
Issues with pointing the wrong way. Wow, twice tonight we've had the wrong direction. But I'm glad at the end, the way it was pointed was Bulldogs. Hey, now that right there, how about that? You like the aggressive play call. Nothing to lose. You're not going to the playoffs. You're 4-4. You have a chance to play spoiler tonight against Aspen.
I got to give credit to Jefferson, man. Tell you what, he hasn't kicked the entire year, and he comes in and kicks a beautiful onside.
Fantastic. 2 bounces and a rolls right at 10. It comes off, and now Bulldogs with a chance to get this lead back in this ball game. Great play call. Hey, shades of Sean Payton in the Super Bowl against the Colts after halftime with the onside kick. Unexpected.
Give to Teeter, counter back across. Looks like he's going right, cuts back left. Good first down gain for about 4 for your Bulldogs.
And you get proud of them.
Teeter in motion. Give to Teeter, same play. Oh my goodness. I love it. They went back to the same play because it worked. I love it. Good call.
Yeah, I talked about it last week.
That's what we like to see. And guess what? First down Bulldogs.
Our main man who helped last week, Jim Neaton from Applewood in Wisconsin. You always love it when I reference the Packers in Lombardy. Appleton, you know, Appletown. Anywhere Jim Neaton's from is weird anyway. But so, yeah, we said Lombardy rules, and that's what you do. Keep doing it if it's successful.
Now they fake it. Has a receiver in the flat. That was your fullback coming out.
Delgado making another big play. He's running hard tonight, and the Bulldogs just have it going. Now 3:18, and the clock is running down 16-12. The Bulldogs have an opportunity to take the lead and all the momentum into halftime here. So let's keep it going on 2nd down and 6.
Bulldogs still with 2 timeouts, I believe, Shane. Plenty of time on the clock, just under 3 minutes. Give to Passetti up the middle. Another nice game. Call it 3. Brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Here we go now, 3rd and 3.
2 down territory. 2 downs to get it. Right up the middle.
Look at that good hard running. And it's going to be close. I think we're going to be about a half a yard short, my friend.
Clock continues to run. 2:15 and counting. 4th down coming up for the Bulldogs. 4th and less than a yard.
Again, I would go right back to your quarterback sneak. Our center showed last time he can dominate the point of attack right there. That line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
get yourself a new set of downs.
Here we go, 4th and 6 inches. There we go, hard handoff to Delgado, and he gets it.
Gets the first down. Hold on to that ball.
And at home, you always got to watch that side judge as he runs in. He's got the mark. Forward momentum is going to easily get him the first down by a couple yards. And here we go now. The clock is your enemy because just like that, now we're down to 1:44, and you're approaching the red zone. Now you've got to start, hurry up, and we've got a timeout maybe on the field.
Timeout Bulldogs, 1:38 on the clock. 1:38 on the clock. Bulldogs will line it up in the double wing, double tight.
Where is Scranton?
Motion, bootleg.
There he is. He's open.
Looks to run. Has him.
Oh, he had
just
him.
off the fingertips. Had the right idea, though. Incomplete, 1:32 on the clock. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Again, Beaver.
All right, Bulldogs trying to push it into the end zone. Ball spotted on about the 28. Give inside to Teeter. He's tripped up.
Oh,
Had a huge lane too, but just gets his feet caught up.
Yeah, if he cuts inside there, my friend, he might still be running. There was such a huge hole. Great job by our offensive line, but now you're down to a minute 17. Third down now. So here's the situation. We don't have the ability to kick field goals. So you've got to go here.
One timeout left for the Bulldogs.
Yep.
And when this ball snapped, we will be under a minute. Scranton lined up on an island all by himself out there. They'll give it to Teeter and gets a nice gain. Going to be short of the first down and a flag on the field.
You can only hope for a face mask here. It'd be the only thing that would probably...
Holding Bulldogs going to back us up. Repeat third down.
Man, oh
with
man.
52 seconds left.
Out. Here we go. The flags just killing the Bulldogs.
All right, Bulldogs got to take a couple shots here, huh, Shane?
Yeah, I'd take it up to the top twice. Third down and long. 52 seconds left. Here we go. 7-step drop.
Has a receiver.
Oh, another flag.
Had it. Just off the fingertips. Scranton about brought it in. Flag in the back there in the backfield. Not in the backfield, but in the secondary. We'll see if it's on Aspen or Moffat County.
This is usually a good sign when it's back there in the secondary. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be defensive holding. Yes. And it's going to stop that clock, and I believe, is it an automatic first down in high school, Kip, or just
not an
yardage?
automatic first down, but it is from the spot of the foul.
Away, yes.
Well, no, holding is. I don't know if defensive holding is, though. It doesn't look like they're going to go from the spot of the foul.
But so we'll repeat third down.
Yep, so 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, repeat third down. And no, so they are going to go from the spot of the foul.
I don't know if they know where they're going to go from at this point.
Either they went from the spot of the foul or they gave us 10. I don't know which it was. But either way, it's good for the Bulldogs as it puts us inside the red zone at the 25-yard line. Third down coming up, 45 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and the big thing there, too, it stopped the clock. Now we've got 2 downs to try to bring this clock down to 0 and to get the end zone here.
Aspen showing blitz. They'll step back. Bulldogs back to pass. Beavers got lots of time. Sets up wide, open. Etzler, can he get in? And no!
Oh, he's in.
What are they saying? They're talking about it. They say he's down on the one, but that's okay. 36 seconds on the clock. And I don't know where Etzler came from, if he was the right tight end over there and just came across the seam, but no one went with him, Shane. He was wide open.
Well, the Bulldogs call a timeout now, and my goodness, the official right on the spot, and that's the one where you make the call right there. You look and you call it, but I'm okay with him going to the other guy and asking. Okay, so now the time is not our enemy. You got lots of time.
Right now, you go right to your horse. You go Dominic Bassetti, you give him the ball with 2 lead blockers and you pound it in, or you go behind your big man. You got your big center in there, Shipman. We did a great quarterback sneak earlier. You could do that as well, but whatever you do it quick, and you have a second play called because the Bulldogs are out of timeout. So you got to be ready to run 2, even 3 plays back to back to back.
That was going to be my point now. You know they have to right now be calling 2 plays in the huddle. You're going to go right back up the line. You're saying, hey, you're going to score right now. But if some craziness happens, this is what we're doing. Great play there now. It was a 5-step drop. Great footwork there by Beaver on that play. And you're just like, wow, the young quarterback is starting to get it. He's had great ball handling skills tonight. He's been a magician. He's had great footwork. And now, here is the play of the game here. 36 seconds left.
Power I formation. Dominic Bassetti, this is the play I said they were going to call. That or the quarterback sneak. And it's quarterback sneak, and it's touchdown for Beaver.
Where did you see he put his arm up on the right side as he went in? And what a push by the offensive line. Hands down, the best half of football the Bulldogs have played this whole year. I don't care what anybody tells me. We haven't seen this level of intensity, ball handling, just everything. The routes are crisp. The passing is there. Hard running. Great blocking. What a great half so far.
Yeah, great job. Braden Barnes in the middle, and Shipman, and Hume, and Beckett, and Baker. All those guys up front. What a heck of a push.
Old Mo is back on our side now. Here we go for 2. And, Bulldogs did have 1 timeout, so that one that they signaled for the Bulldogs would have been Aspen's. So we had everything going our direction there on that final play. And now the Bulldogs, here you go. You know that Aspen probably has the ability to kick a field goal, but at this point, we didn't do well with our last shot on that extra point. So we're going for 2 here. Get you up by 4, which obviously a field goal can't tie you. But, man, you want to get this in heading into the halftime, but I can't complain about anything. To have a lead on a 7-1 team after the rough week we had last week, fantastic effort.
All right, Bulldogs will line it up here for the 2-point conversion. Bulldogs lead 18-16. It's been one heck of a ball game. Bootleg puts it up to Scranton and incomplete.
That's okay. He took the shot. He rolled left. He got hit. He took the chance with the Bulldogs. The only thing that matters are up right now 18-16. And my goodness, didn't want to jinx us. I said, hey, we have to lead at halftime. Not yet. We've got to get to halftime. So let's have a good kickoff and let's play good defense because I guarantee you Aspen is going to put it up here.
Bulldogs Jefferson Pyatt back to kickoff. And offsides on the Bulldogs. All right, Bulldogs will try it again here from 5 yards back, now kicking from the 35. Really short kick, but it's going to bounce. Can the Bulldogs get on it? No, picked up by there, but a great hit, but bounces off. That's where you got to wrap up. That was Hickson in there. Put some good wood on the would-be runner, but didn't wrap up. Got to wrap up on them tackles. So, yeah, but Bulldogs' deepest man is only 10 yards off the ball. That's scary.
And the hook and go.
Oh, good coverage by Spencer
and
Brown.
The offense had to grab our defender to prevent him from intercepting. It really should have been offensive pass interference.
Yeah, great job by Spencer Brown. He got great position that time and almost pulled down the pick.
Scary.
I really would like to see the Bulldogs drop somebody back further than 10 yards on this play.
Scary, because right now people end up hating that word prevent defense, but what it is for situations like this.
And now we got to get some guys back at 15. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
Adjust. And Aspen now.
Yeah, I like that look a lot better. 21 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, a 20-yard gain doesn't hurt you. It's if they get behind you. Nothing over the top, nothing behind you. Here we go.
Aspen back, looks to tuck it and
there
run.
We go, 71.
Gobbled up, nice job. That's Beckett in there with the sack. And he's going to get, I'll give him a sack. Nope, they're going to say he gained about a couple inches. So,
regardless, great play.
Seconds.
Tell you what. Oh, hey, my friend, here we go. Should be the last play of the first half. Bulldogs up 18-16. There was a quick snap. Hook and ladder. No, he's got a bunch of blockers.
And he gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 1 second.
Wow, home clock operator with 1 second.
Last play coming up.
My goodness, you'd think that clock was going to run out. That play has to take 7 seconds.
Hey, we'll see what kind of arm they have here. We know he can wing it. So.
I love it. Beckett telling his guys, get back.
Yeah, stay back, because if you're Aspen, you're thinking Hail Mary, just put one up in the end zone. We'll see what kind of arm he has. We'll see if they do it. Steps back. He has plenty of time to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's
makes it happen.
Has to just dish it off to the side. Now the Bulldogs just need to make a tackle.
Good job, Bulldogs. And hey, we're ahead of a 7-1 team, 18-16 at halftime here in Aspen. What a shocker. What a great game so far by your Bulldogs.
I want to say thank you to all of the sponsors that help us bring you Moffat County football. All these businesses we know are Moffat County proud. They are Craig Family Dental, Severson Supply and Rental, Memorial Regional Health, Bank of Colorado, Victory Motors, Hatton Enterprises, Miller Family Appliance, 3B Enterprises, Cornerstone Realty, GCR Tires and Service, Precision Auto Service, 360 Insurance Company, Draper Insurance Group, Great Divide Cleaning Service, Chaos Inc., Young Life, Rocky Mountain Machinery, FN Associates, Rocky Mountain Automotive, Colorado Northwestern Community College, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Kramer Flooring, McDonald's, D&P Duran and Pierce Contractors, Cook Chevrolet, Ford, Subaru, Country Living Realty, Identity Graphics, Craig Veterinary Hospital, Brass Key Realty, and Mountain Airspray. We'll be right back with the second half. It's Bulldog football right here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
And man, oh man, it has been the Beaver to Scranton show. It's like shades of 4 years ago at Craig Middle School. And here we go. We're underway. We will stay with you for about 4 or 5 minutes live.
Kick goes to the Skiers. Has room around the edge. Nobody there. He's got room to run and finally taken out by the big man. I believe that was Drake. Drake Doherty coming in and laying some wood.
Yeah, he said, hello. Say hello to my little friend and wakes him up. But nonetheless, big return. Great field position now to start this second half with the Bulldogs up 18-16 right now, pulling off a remarkable upset as Aspen is 7-1 and ranked pretty highly in their classification. Bulldogs 4-4
right now. Yeah, they're 12th right now.
Yeah, 12th. There you go. My main man, Kip Havey, 12th in the state for Aspen.
Hey, empty backfield coming up right here, and quarterback's going to keep it and run. One of the first positive run plays we've seen Aspen do, and not the way the Bulldogs want them to start, as he scampers his way for a 12-yard gain and a first down for the Skiers.
So we love it again here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.com. You can see the entire game in its entirety tomorrow, usually just one day after the game. All the players love to watch it. And right now we're also on Moffat
Steps
County
back
Proud.
to pass, wide open on the slant, and drops the ball, but picks it right back up. And they're going to say completed pass. Looked to me like it was. He had control, took some steps, dropped it, but it luckily bounces right back to him. Hurry up offense, going quick for the Skiers. Pump fake, goes deep, has a man wide open, touchdown Skiers.
And man, oh man, folks, just like that.
And we talked about it earlier, Shane, just like that. We said earlier they ran the hook route, went for an 80-yard touchdown. We said they're going to come back with a pump fake, whether it's a hook or a little hitch, and pump fake it. And that's exactly what they did there. He pump faked it, the DB bit, wide open, touchdown, Aspen, and that is not how the Bulldogs wanted to start this second half.
My goodness, now going for two-point conversion. Aspen, who was behind 18-16, and literally 48 seconds into the second half, they walk into the end zone. And as we said, they're 7-1. You might have awakened the sleeping giant in Aspen as they scored again in 38 seconds and now going for a two-point conversion here with MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.com.
Steps back to throw, looks over to the trip side, into the corner. We've seen them run that route before. Inside receiver on trips, just runs an out route. You got two receivers coming in. They both pick for him. You can't man up on that, and that's what we did, and he's wide open in the corner. And two-point conversion is good, and it's a 24-18 lead for the Skiers.
So 12. Remember now, her brother, the track meet's named after her brother locally, right?
Cross country.
Yeah, Clint Wells. One of the best, the best runner ever from Moffat County in my book. And here we go.
Spencer
Switch
Brown
over.
will pick it up and just runs right in between two Skiers, and the Skiers are pumped as they lay some wood on the Bulldogs. 11:06 on the clock, 24-18 lead for the Skiers as the Bulldogs take over.
So 11:06 left in this third quarter, and this drive is everything.
Bulldogs got to get something going here, and they got their back against the wall. Double tight, double wing. Motion, give to Dominic, and they'll try to go outside.
Nothing there.
We said it earlier, you haven't got yards with Dominic outside. You get yards with Dominic up the middle, but they'll go outside. Didn't get any yards on that with him the first half. And nothing there, nothing changes.
Bulldogs now need to believe they can make it happen. Second 12.
Really surprised with the first play call. After the Bulldogs did so well running up the middle and doing that. When they boot, they do good things. And look at, almost had it. Looked like the Skier got a hand on it. But Beaver had room to run there too. Could have maybe tucked it and ran for a little bit. That's what the Bulldogs got to do more of.
Yeah, now and long, and this means everything right here.
Bulldogs will keep everybody in tight. Beaver under center. He'll take the snap, back to pass, straight drop back. Looks left, looks right, puts it up. Tipped and incomplete, and the Bulldogs are going to have to punt.
Man, it's going to bring up a deep in their own end punting situation. Not the drive the Bulldogs obviously hoped for coming out of halftime. And we'll go ahead and leave you on Facebook Live. Remember, you better check out the whole game in its entirety tomorrow on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.com on Facebook or YouTube.
All right, Jefferson Pyatt back to punt. He's hit some good ones so far. Another nice one. Sends it way back to the 40. This one's going to be returnable, though. And nice tackle that time. That was Connor Murphy, I believe. Came in and made a great solo there. And it's going to be Aspen ball just inside Bulldog territory.
Here for one more play.
Aspen lined up and ready to roll. Four wide receivers. Quick hitch route. Has some room to run. Makes a guy miss. Ball's out.
Fumble.
And luckily for the Skiers, it rolls out of bounds because the Bulldogs might have been able to scoop that one up.
Yeah, it seemed like we had all the luck go our way in the first half, and now the ball bouncing in Aspen's favor as it rolls forward for a first down for them.
Yeah, last series, Shane, they dropped the ball. It bounced right back to them. There they dropped the ball again, but it rolls out of bounds. So you're definitely right when the luck is on that Skier side right now. Wide open slant route, nobody there to cover it. And going to be near a first down for the Skiers as now they are on the move.
You can tell Aspen went in and, hey, they gave them some what for at halftime, and they made adjustments. And my goodness, now they are driving right down the field.
Doubles receivers, too low, too high, pistol in the backfield, taking the signals from the sideline. Reading that Bulldog defense. They'll go quarterback keep right up the middle. That's going to be enough for another Aspen first down.
Man, oh man, the defense is going to have to turn it up a notch, or they are starting to get to the point where you worry about this game that looks so great now getting out of hand for our Bulldogs. They've got to make some changes here defensively.
Hey, remember to check us out on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM and say thank you to all of our sponsors. Love to have you check us out on Facebook too. Like us, set us up on our news feed, say, hey, what's up? And we would love to chat with you. Hit us up on Facebook. Another big play for the Skiers, as now it seems like anything they call works.
Yeah, tough times now for the Bulldogs. Look at how quickly they line up, and they're just looking to punch it right in now as they run it easily into the end zone. And man, oh man,
Touchdown Sailors.
tale of two to you guys later.
Hey, thank you everybody for listening. Shelly Brown, Mark Garcia, Riley Nelson, Sheldon Greenwood, and everybody else. Appreciate you watching. So in 3.5 minutes, the Skiers have put up 2 touchdowns here in the second half. And now they'll onside, and nobody
And
even
easily.
close. It does roll around, but no one was even close. Our whole front line had turned around and started running away.
Even our line that was up there, it was as if they didn't even understand that it's a live ball. That's the first thing you
Yeah, I
tell.
mean, that ball went 13 yards, Shane, and a Bulldog didn't even come close to it.
And now they're pointing at the line. Yeah, boys, it went 10 yards. In fact, it went 13. And now things falling apart, and I think Aspen is out to make a statement now. They might have sleepwalked through that first half, but they're coming out now saying, hey, we're going to prove to this state how good we are.
Give right up the middle to number 8. Didn't see him in the first half at all, but right now he's getting carry after carry, and he is pounding it.
Yeah, ask anything they want to, and now you're seeing the 7-1 team as they snap it quicker than you can even imagine.
Wrapped up by Beck at that time. Good tackle, short gain, or no gain for the Skiers.
Top tackle by number 71.
An avalanche of offensive plays to start the second half for the Skiers.
And give to number 8 right up the gut again. Good for 4. And another Aspen first down.
Hey, going with my Halloween puns, my friend, and this is a nightmarish start to this second half. First down and 10, and Aspen is just demolishing yardage up and down this field as we speak.
And they're going deep there, right over the middle. There's the catch. There's the touchdown. And they split the DBs in the backfield. In the defensive backfield, there was nothing there. They just split the safeties. Wide open, makes the catch. And Aspen is on fire right now, Shane.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this. You still have 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. This is so crazy. You almost wonder, was like half of Aspen's team suspended for the first half or something? It's like a different team came out here. They said, we know the quarterback was out here, and guys are running wide open left and right, and man, oh man, this is getting ugly quick.
And blocked that time by Hume. Aspen ready to kick. And they'll punch it over near the 20. Takes a couple bounces, picked up by Cale Scranton. He finds a seam. He's got some room to run. He brings it out to the 40, cuts inside, makes a few guys miss, and he's out near the 45. Good return by the junior.
Hey, the stat line for that young man tonight in one half, he already put up a stat line that most people would love for a full game. So he showed up ready to play tonight, and if we are going to have any hope of staying in this game, which now all of a sudden we've been doubled up 36-18, we've got to put it up to Scranton often and a lot.
Moffat County with their second possession of the second half. Weren't able to do anything with the first. Straight drop back, looking to throw, almost picked off, throwing into 1, 2, 3, 4 black jerseys.
Yeah.
But really no one open anywhere as Aspen had everybody covered well.
Yeah, I don't like the numbers there. You've got 4 DBs on one, and that's the situation that we saw in the first half. Mr. Beaver did such a good job. If nobody was open and there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucked it and ran. We need to roll him out to his power side again, have him take a look, and if it's not there, just get a first down right now. I have never seen a game shift this quickly and dramatically.
2nd and 10 for your Bulldogs. Motion teeter. And all discombobulated in the backfield. And luckily, the Bulldogs are able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. But it was a mess in the backfield.
Yeah, here we go again. All the success we had doing other things back into our bunched up double wing offense.
Back to pass is Beaver. Straight drop back. Looks to the flat. Everybody covered.
All kinds of time.
Finally puts it up. Hits Spencer Brown. Bounces off his chest.
And that's a great throw. Right on the numbers. It's like it attacked him. He wasn't ready for it. You know, bad place, didn't write in the numbers, and he's got to make that catch for his quarterback.
Number 68, Finn Allen.
Fourth down. Bulldogs got a punt.
Great pass there by our quarterback. Not his fault. And here's the punt. And this third quarter, man, all trick and no treat for your Bulldogs. And now the ball's on the ground, and it's going to be a net of about 20 yards. 6:10 remaining here in this rough third quarter.
Aspen takes over on the 35. Quarterback will keep it. He's wrapped up for maybe a short gain.
There you go. Wow, and quicker than you can say Happy Halloween, they're back with the snap.
Quick slant. There it is again. Big first down coming up for the Skiers.
Man, oh man, thank goodness for Scranton being over the middle of the field. If not, he's gone to the house again. And right now, you just have to try to slow down this.
Look, you see it. When they see we're that far off, he's just picking us apart now. He sees them, they give him a sign, and he just gets it to them quick.
Here we go. And good rush, but he steps up through it. Look at these moves. Looked like he was over the line, but they don't call it. He hits his man right on the numbers, and he bounces off of our defenders. A big gain again. And man, oh man, this is turning bad quick.
They're going to. Right now, Aspen doing a heck of a job, man. They are showing why they can move the ball.
Again,
there's the give to number 8.
Big gain,
he's making guys miss.
The shoestring tackle. Okay, Kip, so let's talk about this. It's very obvious now. Aspen, winning at halftime, they made adjustments. They tweaked a few things. They changed some things. And I don't see anything change for Moffat County. And right now, Aspen is exploiting that.
Yeah, big sweep here.
Lefty.
Look at that. Halfback pass. Could have ran it out of the end zone, though. Good coverage that time. And they tried the old halfback pass. And I thought they were just going to run it because he could have. He had a turn there around the end.
Yeah, they're having a blast right now out there on the field, preparing for a possible playoff berth if they can win it, finish this game. Great defensive job by young number 87 on that play for the Bulldogs. He did his part. Here we go, third down. Man, how much fun is this new age offense with the pistol formation? Trips left, single wide receiver right.
Aspen back to throw, steps up in the pocket, hook route.
It goes over one.
Over the intended target. Goes flying back there. Anyways, ends up on the ground, incomplete.
Okay, 4th down and 3, my friend. If we have any hope of trying to get back in this game, we've got to hold them here.
Quarterback's going to keep it. and untouched until right there. And going to be a first down easily and a first and goal for the Skiers.
Yeah,
There's a nice play by the Bulldogs. That was Jefferson Pyatt coming up, making the tackle. 2-yard loss brings up a second and goal from the 12 for Aspen.
Number 24, Jefferson Pyatt.
See, we'll stay right with it here. Look at how quickly, we cannot tell you until we stay live, show you how quickly they're running play after play. Literally, it's set, they snap it. Here we go, run up the middle. He looks for his receiver in the far left corner.
And touchdown Aspen again. And that's with the young DB back there. Had actually pretty good coverage, but when you see that receiver turn his head, you got to turn your head and you got to find the ball. Had great position, just never turned to find the ball.
Man, oh. Hey, and Kip, we said it. We've got a young corner out there giving everything he has, but he's got to know he's doing a good job, but he's on an island, and that is a tough place to be.
And Aspen falls across, good for 2. And 44-18 is the score with 4:02 left here in the third. You're watching Bulldog football right here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. And Aspen will put it down inside the 10, taken at the 5. Here come the Bulldogs right up the middle, running hard. Going to bring it out to about the 25 where the Bulldogs will take over.
Hey, a young man with his first opportunity there to return that ball. Good stuff, but you're always worried when they have the hoodie hanging out. You can get your head pulled right off if that hoodie's hanging out of your jersey. And just continuing to not go back to the plays that we had success with in the first half. It's
Bulldogs ran that play on the first series of the half and gained nothing. They ran it the first play of the game and gained nothing, and they just ran it now and gained nothing. Yeah, you got to do what works, and what works, they ran. Teeter hasn't even ran the ball this half yet, and he had a great first half.
And here we go again.
There goes Teeter. Oh my.
Hey, it worked.
I'm not going to say I told you so, but here we go.
It worked, and you know that that blocker.
Nice job by the line. There's Teeter. We said, right before we called it, Shane, he had a great first half. First touch he's had the second half, and it's good for a Bulldog first down.
Sometimes it just seems like it's like a roulette wheel on play calling, and that's just being honest because you've had such great success. All the goodwill offensively built up in that first half. You come out in the second half, and it's a house of cards falling down. That first down was huge just to prevent us from giving up 70 tonight now.
All right, let's keep it going now, Bulldogs. Here we go. Hey, Teeter again, and almost same result. Good for about 6. Great job, offensive line. Now we got something going. And now you can hit that bootlegger, that sprint out pass off of that because you set it up off the play action.
As we talked about, all your play action plays, all your PA passes, all are dependent upon having good success like that with your run plays so that they have to accept that you might run and they respect it, and then it leaves guys running open.
All right, Bulldogs, let's keep it going now. You got to drive. Let's keep it alive. 2:16 on the clock here in the third. Going to go with the give right up the middle. Good for about 1. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs.
And again, that's okay. Work the clock here. Now you just want to play, for pride. Keep this close and think about this. The reality of the situation, my friend, 16 points given up the entire first half. 28 in half of the third quarter, basically. Now we're down, of course, to 1:48. But that was in an 8-minute span. 28 points given up. Unbelievable. And there was an onside kick mixed in there. And they have just piled it on here in the third quarter. Here we go. 3rd down and 4.
Right back up the middle. A gap to Teeter.
It's going to
be close. It's close. He's right near the marker. Going to get his forward motion on the play. We'll see where the spot is. Looks to be just about half a yard short. 4th down for the Bulldogs. They say no. First down. We'll take it.
We'll take that.
Beautiful.
Who needs the chain gang? We'll take it.
All right, Bulldogs got something going here, Shane. 2 first downs back to back. Counter back to Teeter. This time the Skiers are all over in the backfield.
And like we've talked about, those slow developing plays
Go to the
just
well one
don't-
too many
yeah,
times.
don't work so well.
Yeah, now you go to your play action off of that.
And 18 to 16 right now, down 44 to 18. Here we go, second down and long.
There's that
Got him.
bootleg. Out to throw, looks, oh, behind the intended receiver. That was Etzler. Incomplete, third and long coming up.
And did you see immediately, that's a quick developing pass. As soon as he started to boot left, he had Scranton wide open, but it's got to be instantly hit him and allow him to turn up. Once he continued to run towards the left sideline, then Scranton runs out of sideline, and you have to go deep over the middle. So it's going to bring up a third down and long. It'll be the last play of this horrific third quarter.
Make some noise.
Here we go now, third and 13.
Beaver back to pass, straight drop back, pump fake, throws it over to the right. It's caught by Etzler, and not going to be enough for the first, but it is a solid gain and going to put the Bulldogs in a 4th down and 5 situation just inside Aspen territory at the end of 3.
Okay, here we go. Let's thank all of our wonderful sponsors. Again, please frequent these businesses and tell them thank you for making it possible for us to be here. Craig Family Dental, Severson Supply and Rental, Memorial Regional Health, Bank of Colorado, Victory Motors, Hatton Enterprises 24/7, Miller Family Appliance Sales and Service, 3B Enterprises, Sand, Gravel, and Rock Products, Cornerstone Realty, GCR Tires and Service, Precision Auto Service, 360 Insurance Company, Adjusting Cowcheck Agency, Draper Insurance Group, Great Divide Cleaning Services, Chaos Inc., Young Life, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Machines That Move Mountains, Ept and Associates Incorporated, Rocky Mountain Automotive Incorporated, Colorado Northwestern Community College, Mountain West Insurance Financial Services, Kramer Flooring, McDonald's, Duran and Pierce Contractors, Cook Chevy Ford and Subaru, Country Living Realty, Identity Graphics, Craig Veterinary Hospital, Brass Key Realty Limited, and Mountain Air Spray Company. Thank you to those sponsors, and here we begin the 4th quarter.
Big 4th down coming up for the Bulldogs. Got to convert on this. They'll sprint it out. Steps back, throws, puts it up, and oh, just out of reach. So close.
All about the pressure up the middle. If he has 1 second more and Beaver's able to set his feet, he's going to be able to hit a wide open, streaking to the end zone Scranton. But because of that pressure from the defensive lineman, not able to set his feet and has to throw it too soon. And just like that, Aspen is going to have the ball again. And this landslide of scoring, we hope it stops, but it doesn't look like anytime soon.
Turnover on downs. Aspen ball. Aspen's going to move that time. Me too. Here we go. Aspen back. Scrambling under pressure. That time, good job by the defense. DBs have everything covered well. Looked like it was Teeter in there and a couple other Bulldogs in on the sack. Loss of about 6. Second and long coming up for the Skiers. They'll go empty backfield now, 5 receivers. Comes in, fixes the shoulder pad for the quarterback. Steps back to throw, little screen, slip screen on the inside, and a huge gain. They pick up about 10, and they're right back in it.
Well, again, you know, they say, I wouldn't know, but you intelligent guys would know. They say A Tale of Two Cities is a great book. This is A Tale of Two Halves, and it's not a great book.
Back to throw is Aspen. Little screen, wide open underneath with room to run. Scranton's going to make the tackle down near the 20. We do have a flag. Looks like an eligible man downfield, and it's all going to come back.
Yeah, finally a penalty flag that helps the Bulldogs tonight. It's been heavily slanted in Aspen's favor, but not that it mattered that much. But, man, that first half, a ton of penalties against the Bulldogs and not much against Aspen. Finally one that helps us. and it's going to take away a huge gain from Aspen. And
3rd and 10 coming up for the Skiers. 3 wide up top, 1 to the bottom. Back to throw, goes right over the middle, wide open. Just a huge vacant area, Shane, between the linebackers and those safeties, and that's right where he settled down, and he was wide open for a big game.
That's great communication and knowledge between 2 players. He threw it behind him, back shoulder, basically, wide open, easy play, and now run up the middle, and it is just a non-stop offensive juggernaut now as Aspen continues to get huge chunk gains. 3rd and long, it didn't matter.
Timeout, Moffat County. 2nd and 6 from the 30. Aspen threatening. And incomplete, overthrown, brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, they'll show doubles this time. And goes to the out route near the 15. Falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. Talk about Sonic. Here we go. It was like a sonic boom, Shane, here in the 3rd quarter for the Aspen Skiers.
Now the Bulldogs is hoping to make one stop defensively here on 4th and 5. But just wide open. And he's going to go a long way. And when you have free release, and you never even work on press defense, bump and rush, when a team figures it out, they're going to explode it. Exploit it left and right, and here we go again. No press.
Yeah, and they just find the seam. They find the seam, and they run the seam.
Whoa!
Big hit right there. That was Shipman coming in. And here's what's crazy. You never see Shipman on defense, rarely. And here he is. He comes in, and he puts a load right into the quarterback.
The best hit on a quarterback we've had probably all year. So happy for that young man. What a great hit. And no double fakes on the receivers now after that. There's a pitch left. Not many people out there. And he splits 2 defenders. And he's still rumbling and fighting to the end zone. And that's just want to right there. He wants to more than anybody else. Look at how quickly these officials set the ball. My goodness, I've never seen high school level officials willing to set the ball that quickly. It's weird. Home field advantage, right?
Hey, that's how it's supposed to be. And trying to make something out of nothing as Aspen had a loose ball on the snap. But
great job by Scranton.
And get it back. But, yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be when I look at officials. It's like if you're going to run a hurry-up offense, you want the officials getting that ball set quick. We've saw that a lot of crews won't set it particularly fast, but this crew does an excellent job of getting that ball set.
Look, the officials weren't even set that time. The guy who set the ball was still trying to get back behind the line of scrimmage. They'll usually say, wait, you've got to let us get set first. I mean, they are running it at the
and typically
fastest.
You have the umpire. See,
yeah.
The umpire will come in and he will set the ball, but he won't set it until he sees that it's okay from the head referee. And 1st down right now, 1st and goal coming up for the Skiers.
And as we talked about now, until you're willing to get your corners up on the receivers, they're just going to pick you apart.
They'll motion to quad. 4 receivers. Give the other way, weak side. And stop just shy of a touchdown. 2nd and goal coming up. And big stick right there by Hume. And maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
You still play for the name on your jersey. But these Bulldogs, although they are just literally, their eyes are wide. They can't believe what's happened here. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off over the right side, and he's easily into the end zone. And this bombardment of scoring continues as they pump it up to 50 now.
18-16, or was it 18-14? 18-16 in the first half. Bulldogs were ahead. And now with just under 8 minutes left in this game, we trail 50-18. Unbelievable turn of events.
Yeah, I can't recall. And now 51, they even add an extra point on. to kick sand in our face.
34-point run for the Aspen Skiers.
Kid, we're in awe of this incredible offensive onslaught. And right now, a young player for the Bulldogs with an opportunity to run back the kick return, number 13, does a great job.
Takes it out near the 40. First and 10 for the Bulldogs, near the 40. And back to pass is Beaver. He's got lots of time, but I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 DBs back there. And Teeter's going to end up taking it for a gain of 8.
Now right back with the Bulldogs and hurry up here and trying to prevent a running clock. You got to know he's Scranton all the way out to the left side, one-on-one. Give him a chance. Try it. It's been successful in the first half. But they just run it up the middle in that convoluted offense. Oh, he makes the move.
That's Teeter making the move. He's got some room, and it's a big gain. Looked like he was going to be down for a short gain, but he just kept them wheels a-turning, and it's a big gain, about a 35-yard run for Teeter.
Incredible effort there, and good for him and great for our offense, because I was approaching that point where I was going to say, and I'm so glad maybe it won't happen now, I don't know if I've ever seen a team have a lead and get mercy ruled in the second half, and that's where we were approaching if we give up another touchdown. So let's go get a score and keep our pride intact.
Beaver rolls right, steps up, he'll put it up in the end zone. He's got a man. Oh, just over, so close. Etzler had 2 guys beat there. He was open in the corner, just couldn't quite reach him.
And again,
second and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs. Ball on the 25. Give to Teeter. Good for a couple, bringing up second and 8.
Hey, this is absolutely the first drive in the second half where the Bulldogs don't look absolutely shell-shocked. And, I mean, I understand after the onslaught that they suffered why they would have felt that way.
Motion Teeter. Play action.
He's got him.
Rolls weak, has the man wide open, and underthrown. If he would have let him, it would have been an easy touchdown.
Yeah, he
left it just a little bit short, almost still pulled it in.
Yeah, Scranton had totally smoked his corner again, as he'd done all night. Was easily behind both corners. You just got to put that one in the corner pylon. Can't even say pylon now, my friend, and it's going to be an easy touchdown.
Might be one of the last opportunities Moffat County gets this season. We'll see if they can convert on a very long 4th down, 4th and 8. Coming up. They'll run it right up the gut to Teeter. He's running hard, or no, that's Marcus Delgado. He's close to the first down. We'll see where the spot is.
Yeah, it's very, very close, and that's one of those where you know your situation and you know where you have to get to and got to put your head down.
And they might measure it. They're sitting there talking about it. Let's see what they do. They say, nope, we're not going to measure it. First down, Aspen.
Wow, that's pretty close. You'd think that they might need to take a look at that.
Very, very close. I know one of the things, sometimes on these turf fields, they really go with the lines, and if they see that, they're like, nah, it's the line, they're on there, and it's not like a painted field. So, nonetheless, first down for the Skiers, and the Skiers have a lot of subs in now.
Yeah, I saw them saying, hey, we're done. We're not going to beat you any worse.
And it shows no. They throw the flag. Too bad, because the ball was on the ground.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Gib, I saw their younger quarterback warming up. Aspen says, hey, we've scored enough now. We've got 33-point lead, and we're going to put the young future stars in. And I would like to say for our seniors on our Bulldog team, it's been a pleasure to know these young men and to see them play for the last 4 years. And I'm sorry that it comes down to a game like this last week and this week to end your career, but Bulldogs for life.
Option keep for Aspen, gain of a couple. Aspen will sit in doubles. Back to throw, they'll put it up, has a receiver, and he'll win a catch it. Takes it down to the Bulldog 40, and a big first down.
Hey, so just hoping here now we don't have to look in the books and see about a team leading. There we go. Big sack for the Bulldogs.
Good job, Colby Beckett. Second and long coming up. Pitch to the outside, makes the first tackler miss, and he is off to the races. Touchdown, Aspen.
Well, my, the backups come in and plant another touchdown. Now, if they make the extra point, I have to be honest, I've never in my career or watching football, which I'm a pretty old guy now, I'm like 110 years old, have ever seen a team lead at halftime and be mercy ruled at the end of the game. And if this extra point is good, that's what happens. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that either, Shane, and that's unfortunate for the Bulldogs as they played so great the first half and with such enthusiasm, but the second half just wasn't meant to be. 58-18, and the clock's going to keep running. Going to be Moffat County's last possession of the game. If they get on the ball, you got to get on the ball, boys. Scranton picks it up last second. Face mask.
Yeah,
that's going to
no
bring
call.
it up 15. They got the flag down. I see it. It's going to
Good.
be 15 scooted up. Yeah, easily
Well, we
over
all said
100
we're in a
yards
hurry up.
receiving, Shane.
Yeah, and we're in hurry up now. Easily over 100, my friend. You're right.
And Beaver makes the guy miss, throws it short to the flat to Delgado, and that's going to be good for a couple. And the Bulldogs have less than a minute to see if they can get something else going. Back to pass, Beaver. He'll sprint to his left. Sees Scranton.
There
There's
we
the
go.
catch. Beautiful down the field. That was another 25 yards. Tack it on to Scranton stats and Beavers. Beavers had a heck of a night. He has definitely put up big numbers passing. Great job.
As I said, that young man, I mean, this whole team, they came out here with injuries and players not able to play and played their hearts out. And Scranton put up all conference numbers tonight.
Beaver will step back.
Wide open over
Steps
there.
up in the pocket, scrambling around, get rid of that ball. Incomplete. And that's going to be the last play of the game, folks. As time
Hey, so we'd like to tell you again, it's a pleasure to bring you all these sporting events as the Aspen coach gets the old Gatorade water bucket treatment, and it is cold. And it's cool to see a team that loves their coaching staff like that. They're so happy for them that they're putting the bucket on them and the Gatorade. And it's been a pleasure to bring you all the on-demand games this year, folks. And we'll be bringing you girls and boys basketball and also wrestling this year. We're going to thank all of our awesome sponsors again. Thank you again for tuning in here.
Hey, I want to say thank you to Craig Family Dental, Severson Supply and Rental, Memorial Regional Health, Bank of Colorado, Victory Motors, Hatton Enterprises, Miller Family Appliance, 3B Enterprises, Cornerstone Realty, GCR Tires and Service, Precision Auto Service, 360 Insurance Company, Draper Insurance Group, Great Divide Cleaning Service, Chaos Inc., Young Life, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Epp & Associates, Rocky Mountain Automotive, Colorado Northwestern Community College, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Kramer Flooring, McDonald's, D&P Contractors, Cook Chevrolet Ford Subaru, Country Living Realty, Identity Graphics, Craig Veterinary Hospital, Brass Key Realty, and Mountain Air Spray. Thanks for watching Bulldog Football right here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.